Come on, Zach. Come on, Zach. Well, it's coming a little bit. Ricardo, come on. Geggenpressing. Who watched the video that I put in the chat?
Of course I watched it. I did. I watched it.
Oscar, your hand's shadily up.
I mean, I looked at the picture that you sent of your book.
Okay, but did you watch the 2-minute video that I sent in the chat? You could spend 2 minutes to watch a video.
I don't need it, so.
Wait, I think I watched it.
You'd have watched it.
Danny,
I watched it.
explain Gegenpressing.
Geggenpressing. It's done by famously by Jürgen Klopp. He made this famous, yes, he made this ideology famous last year, where his local side used Gegenpressing. So basically, it's front three. Yeah, they became experts. Bobby Firmino. Yeah, he's the one who started this.
It's all on camera.
Is it in now?
Keep going.
Yeah, let's go.
And then basically, he's the one who initiates it, and then the rest of the team follows.
Yeah.
So at first, it's attackers, midfield, and then defense.
It's like high press.
Yeah, you basically run like a headless chicken.
I've never used it.
You know, the last bit you said was probably the most correct bit you had.
And you waffled the whole time.
Okay, so there's a difference between Gegenpressing and pressing. So pressing is a way of defending that you try and push the opposition high up the pitch and win the ball back and win the ball as high up the pitch as you can. Gegenpressing is the transition bit from where you just about lost the ball, and it's literally the 6, 7, 8 seconds between losing the ball and then what happens straight after. So it's the transition from being in possession to out of possession. Okay, so that's this month's focus. Now, there's 2 ways really to transition as defenders. There's the Gegenpressing focus, which is trying to win the ball back immediately after losing it. Or there's the sort of being compact method, which is as soon as you lost it, you sit tight and you sort of reorganize. Now we're looking at Gegenpressing. Gegenpressing, Jürgen Klopp did do it. He started it at Mainz, and he developed it at Borussia Dortmund. And Borussia Dortmund was where he made it famous. Okay, and the theory behind Gegenpressing is it takes the opposition roughly 6 seconds to gain control of the ball when they win it. So they make the tackle, they get the ball, they get their head up, and then they look to make the pass. That process takes about 6 seconds. So if you've heard of the 6-second rule from Pep Guardiola, that's what that theory is based off. Is that it takes about 6 seconds to gain composure after winning the ball back. Now the theory with Gegenpressing is, can we make them panic before they've gained composure, and then we have a better chance of winning the ball? Okay, so essentially we counter the counter-attack. Okay, counterception.
Counter-pressing.
Okay, so what we're going to work on today, we're going to work on the moment after we lose the ball, quickly reacting, trying to win the ball back as fast as we can. Now, who presses the man?
Closest man.
Closest man.
And then
so
the second closest press afterwards.
Yeah, good. So although in pressing, Bobby Firmino, he does start the press. In Gegenpressing, it's whoever's lost the ball, whoever's closest to the ball. So it could be Firmino, it could be Mane, Salah, it could then be Henderson, Milner, it could be anyone. Whoever's closest to it, they start the Gegenpress. Then everyone else basically swarms around the ball and collects it as well. Okay, you're trying to create a quick overload. Got it?
Yep.
What's going to happen? In this setup behind us, we've got big circle, we've got 4 goals made of the blue cones. What I need is, hers going to be a yellow. I need 4 other players in yellow, 5 players in green, and a team of non-bibs. 5 non-bibs. Yes, you go, yeah, go. You're involved, and you're going to get involved with me for this first bit, and then you can go off and do some keeper stuff. In each team, you'll have a ball. So, Ali, put bib on, please. I need 1 more green. Yep, thank you, Zach. In your teams, you're going to move that ball around. Just moving it around the circle, use the space. Try and mix things up. Try and play some third passes through other teams. When I call a team colour, so if I call yellow, the yellows have got to try and get the ball in one of these 4 goals. The greens and the non-bibs. The greens and the non-bibs will have to work to stop the yellows from scoring in any of the goals.
So
Got it?
We need to steal the ball and then score.
Yeah. Okay, so if I call yellows, greens and non-bibs, you're working together to stop them getting the ball. You win the ball back, scoring the goals. Got it? Do we understand?
Yeah. Just
Let's move it around then. Let's see how we get on. Move that ball around. Move around the whole circle. Mix it up. Don't stay in one area. Now ready for my call. So whichever team I call, you keep your ball and you're going to try and score in one of the 4 goals.
So it could be any. It could be
Any of the 4 goals. Any of the 4 goals. Yeah, the other 2 teams win the ball back, stop them scoring, win the ball back, and then score in the goals. We've lost the ball already. When we've passed, don't just stand still, move around as well. We need all the balls in to actually start this, gents.
How do you score?
Get it in blue goals.
Oh, that's a little one too.
No, just get it through. Let's start with yellow. Hold it. In you come. What team did I call?
Yellow.
Who keeps their ball?
Yellow.
Why would green keep their ball? Why would green?
Yeah.
I did explain this quite clearly about 30 seconds ago. Why are we forgetting it already? And why, if we were confused, did we not ask any questions? I asked if we were all clear. Everyone said yes. Whichever colour I call, that team keeps the ball and you've got to try and score in one of the 4 gates. The other 2 teams, you forget your ball and you focus on stopping that ball going into the other gates. You win the ball back, then you try and pop it in the gates yourself. Okay, so essentially, the team name I call, it's a 5 against 10. You're underloaded immediately. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Do we all get it? You have a question? Hold it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how do you score? Again. So
there's
little
4
1-2s or
goals.
dribbling? Or do you dribble?
How do you score?
Whatever, you just go through those.
Get it through the gates. Get it through the gates. You can kick it, you can dribble it, you can pass it. Don't kick it up in the air, but just get it through the gates. That's all we want. So the team colour I call, you keep your ball. Let's go. Let's move it around. Move around as a team as well. Remember, you've got a better chance of success if you're dispersed a little bit.
Greens, we got to move around, yeah?
Do we say another time? Ali, through any of the gates. Any gate. Ali, any gate. Ali, any gate. Yellow. Bring it back in, back in, back in, back in. Move around again.
Continue.
How's that coming?
No, mid. Bring it back in. Yellow. Gents, in you come. In you come. What are we struggling with?
Covering the hole.
Reaction.
Oh, I know what to do.
Go on, sir. Go on.
I'll save it for my team.
No, I mean, you're going to be with another team, so.
Be close to the opposition just in case, so then you've got a chance to.
No,
be close.
Was that your great idea?
Listen.
Be
It's
quiet.
idea at least. It's on camera. I'm saying it with my chest.
The other person can support the team on every game.
Well, other than going
rotate.
ultra
for you to walk
defensive, what else can we do?
Mark the zone.
That's a different topic. No.
Yeah, but I mean,
Go on now.
mark the space.
If we are, let's say we're the Greens, okay, and we're moving around effectively, and we've got the non-bibs moving around as well, and yellows moving around. As soon as we hear a team colour that's not ourselves, what should we be doing?
Press the ball. Go for the ball.
Go for the ball. Okay, go for the ball. Good, good. How can we know where the ball is?
Look around. No,
Keep
both balls do.
Keep an eye on where.
Awareness, looking over the shoulder, yep. So we're not just focusing on our own ball, we're not just keeping our head down looking at our own ball, we're actually looking at the other balls as well. It could be that it's our team that's called and then we're just going for the goal. But even then you should be looking around to find out where the spaces are on the grids and where the spaces are in the circle to attack. Because it may not be that we're just hanging around this goal and we can just pop it in this goal. We may be dispersed. I may call it when we've just played a pass. And actually you're under a bit of pressure, you've got to try and react faster. The teams, well, everyone really, while you're passing the ball around, you should have quick glances to see where the balls are around the other pitch with what team. So that when a number's called, you know exactly where the ball is, you know exactly where we're running, so we can put pressure immediately on the player. Yeah?
Yep.
Back to it. So just keep looking around. Just keep looking around as to where the other balls are. There's 5 of you on one ball, so 3 of you really can be doing something. The greens are the least dispersed.
Yeah.
Non-bib! Play, 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 play. You gotta score, you gotta score. Well done. Much better. Much, much better. Good. Move it around. Actually, just hold it there. Ali, you had the ball right when I called it. What did you feel?
I went straight for his legs.
Yeah, this is what it should be. This is what we should make it for other teams. Gents, this is what it should be for opposition teams, opposition players. When they win the ball back, they shouldn't even have a thought. Their brain should be like Ali's, because they got a player immediately on them. Now, Ali's a very good tricky player, and he can get himself out of tough situations, but bloody hell.
I went straight
There's no getting out of that, even from the best players. We're going to do it again. Move it around. Keep the awareness. Keep watching where everyone else's ball is. Spot the dangers. Mustafa, you're not clapping into him with that ball. Ricardo, you okay? Jens, that's 2 balls out. Yellow! Jose, good reaction. Jose, good reaction. Well done. Back in.
He's not a tank.
Too slow. Too slow to respond from the defenders. Let's try and use the space as well. Let's be more spacious as a team. Green! Ah. Back in. Danny, what did you do wrong? You just kicked it out. You just kicked it out. Abdi, bring it back in. Greens want to see more movement. You're stuck in one corner. Yellow. Bring it back. Bring it back in. Back in. Back in. Play on from there. Play on. Move it around again in your teams. Gents, come on. Come on. Guys, we're so tight here. We're so tight. Try and expand the space. You've got so much space to use. Good. Good. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. Non-bib! Good. Back in, back in, back in, back in. Move it around. That's fine. Danny, join in for a second. Huh? Do you want to join in? Non-bibs. Danny's with non-bibs. Non-bibs, you got an extra man. Let's spread out a bit more. We're still in our groups. We're still in our groups. Disperse a little bit. Disperse. Geggenpressing only works when we're a bit more dispersed. Cover the dangers.
Middle.
Yeah.
Danny.
Yellow. No, well done. No, well done there.
Keep going.
Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Non-bibs! You had two balls. You had two balls. Back in, back in. Last one. Non-bibs, I said. Did you not hear? I'll try and be clearer. Yellow! Jose, well done. In you come. In you come.
Yeah, Jose! Jose, fitness achieved. Well done. Sati.
Touch.
I wonder what's made Jose so perky today.
I'll say the first.
That's his girlfriend over the weekend.
Yeah.
Nah, that's that picture in the telephone booth.
Did anyone screenshot that?
Yeah.
That's just you.
Yeah, that's a meme ready to happen.
That's just you.
I've done it as well.
He is the only person
It's
to
a meme.
screenshot though.
I found that.
So why were we having a bit more success?
That's a bit mad.
Because we
Keep an eye on where the opposition players are and where they're always.
And what were we blocking off a bit more of?
gates.
The zones.
The gates. What are the gates in terms of what?
These two passes.
The third pass.
The goal.
It's word beginning with D.
Defense.
What?
He said defense.
D-A.
Go on. You'll tell again.
Danger.
I was gonna say that.
Danger.
You're on camera, boys. We're not
So when we discuss Geggenpressing and we just look at awareness as defenders, we're trying to be aware of the danger. Look at the danger zones on the pitch. Where's the space? Where can the opposition play it to? In this little area, you've got 4 real danger zones that the opposition can play into. At first, you weren't aware of them, so whenever I was calling a team name, there was one gate that was clearly open, and they just drove straight for that. You got a bit more aware, you started noticing where the other the other players were on the other teams, and then you managed to press a little bit heavier. Now I want you to see the danger zones. Just keep an eye on the danger zones, because quite often you get little bubbles of teams that sort of you disperse and then you come back into a little area. Just keep an eye on where the spaces are, where the danger zones are. Just try and make sure that if it's another team near a goal, that we just swing around a little bit, just so if I call that team, we can press them straight away, and they don't have a goal to go through. Got it?
Yep.
Pass around. Think about the danger zones. Look at the danger zones. Yellow.
Yes,
Good pass, good pass. Ah, bad touch, bad touch. Back in. Danny, how's your hammies? Well, I thought you were pulling up. There. Let's move it around. Let's move it around. Let's keep it in. Let's keep it in. Grounded passes, please. Let's keep it in. Excuse me, that's our football. Thank you. Green. Good, Ricardo. Well done. Back in, last one. Non-bibs. Right, pick up the gates. Go have a drink. When you come back, I need a team of non-bibs and a team of green. Yeah. You and Noah. No, leave those. Yeah, leave those, just the gates. Thank you. Go have a drink, then I need a team of green and a team of non-bibs. Should be 6 each. Yellow, well, green's just stand here for me. So we looked at Geggenpressing. We know what Geggenpressing is. We've done it on a small area where we're just sort of running around like headless chicken. Now we're doing it with a bit more structure, a bit more direction. What's going to happen is non-bibs are going to be in this area here. Greens, yellows, whatever, you're going to be in this area here. We've got this line cutting us across. I'm going to play the ball into one of the teams. The team I don't play the ball into, you've got to send. You can send however many players you want in to go and press that ball and win it back. You've got 6 seconds to win it back and play it across to one of your players who's going to be in here. Okay, so you can send up to as many as it is that leaves one player here. Okay, so 1, 2. So if you guys, you can send in 6. You guys can send in 5. Okay. Obviously, you can send less than that. It's up to you. But you need someone in your own zone to collect the ball. Understood? Okay. Right. Set up. So ball's over to me. The team I play it to, you've got to try and keep hold of it for 6 seconds. 6 passes or 6 seconds.
Hold on.
You're still wearing your tiara. Huh? Keep it for 6 seconds. I'm going to count to 6. Okay, we're going to play on the 6-second rule. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Bring it back.
Come back.
No points because we didn't collect it, we didn't play it back, but we stopped the pass. For every 6 seconds we hold on to the ball, we get a point. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back in.
Boys, when they come here, one of us has got to be there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 point. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring it back. Back to me. 1-0 to non-bibs. Oscar. So let me clear it up. If I play into this, so I'll play into this team here. We'll walk it through. Walk through the press. So just walk through the press. You keep holding it. Good. But all of the non-bibs stay in here. All of the non-bibs. As many as the yellows can come in, but they have to leave one player here at the minimum. If the yellows get it back, you got to try and knock it over back to your teammate. Got it? Back to teams. Even game for now. Go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. Oh. 2-0 to non-bibs. Ball, go play on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3-0. 1, 2. Play it back if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ball to me. Turav, what do you get? What do you get? Explain it to me. What do you get? Explain it to me. Yep.
If he passes to them, all of us request we keep one person.
Good. Let's walk it through to one last time. Sorry. I play it to Ricardo. Yellows press. If the yellows win the ball back, Shamake win it back. Knock it. Shamake win it back. Knock it back to your team. Good. That's a point there for the yellows. If they knock it back, you guys can come in and press as well, because you just lost it. I want to see you press. So go counter press. Go on. Hold it. Do it slowly. Good. If you win the ball back, you got to try and pass it back. Good. And then if this switch happens, it carries on. However, if the yellows press in, Shamake, go win the ball back because you're amazing at the Geggenpress. If he tries to pass it back but doesn't and it ends up with Ali, what happens now? You still keep it, you try and hold it for 6 seconds. Yellow, you're still Gegenpressing. You try and win it back faster, okay? So we're still reacting to when we've lost it. Got it? Ball to me. So as soon as we've lost it, how quickly can we win it back? Can we do it in under 6 seconds? Go! 1, 2, 3. Back to your teams. One, 2, 3. Ball to me, yeah, ball. 1, 2, 3. Can we try and keep it? We're giving it straight back. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's out. That's 3-2 to the non-bibs. 1, 2, 3. Back to me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it there. In you come. teams, so green team, how many players are you pumping in when you're pressing? 5. Why 5?
So like if we do it back to our side, we at least have 2 people, so just in case one can't get out, we can.
Okay, numbers, what are you doing?
One sit.
One sit back.
Yeah.
It's me and Santi.
Sometimes it's one, sometimes it's 2.
Sometimes it's 1, sometimes it's 2.
Depends on the mood.
What's so? You said we put 2 back just because we can, if one person misses it, we can then have someone else to help collect it, right? What does that make it in the defensive situation in terms of the numbers on each team?
6.
Huh?
5 against 6.
65.
Overload.
Yeah.
5 people are
So yeah, sorry, yes, 5v6 as you got some players, yeah. Would we rather have a 5v6 or a 6v6? Why a 6v6? More chances, more. There's no. Well, first of all, there's no underload on us. But the more players we commit to the press and commit to winning that ball back, the more chances are we're going to win it back. Because if just Mustafa comes at me, I'm a little bit scared because he's a scary guy. But really, I can play it out. I'm not really too fussed. If then Mustafa and Zach come at me, I'm thinking, okay. Oscar joins in. I'm thinking 3 players, bloody hell, you think I'm that good? 4 players join in, I'm thinking, oof, Jesus. 5 players join, I'm thinking, oh my God. Then 6 players join. If I've got 6 players surrounding me when I'm on the ball, I'm thinking, whoa, me against an army. Commit players to the press. Okay, the player that sits back, they can move side to side. They should be mobile enough to be, if that ball is played back, they should be able to collect it. If the pass is good. If we're just hoofing it back, then yeah, I expect us to lose it because we're just hoofing it. If the pass is directed and it's a good pass, then we should be able to collect it. Commit more players. When we Gegenpress, we want to try and overload the opposition. We're trying to make them panic, create the overload in the little picture that we've got on the pitch. If we can get 6 players coming in, if we make it 6v6 in this area here, we have more chance of winning it than if it was a 6v5 or a 6v4 or a 6v3. And also, when we regain it, we're not underloaded, so we can actually probably keep control of it a little bit better and play a better pass back to our teammate. Does that make a bit of sense? So commit players, as many players as you can, to the press. Okay, because really, if you look at the teams that Gegenpress, the risk with Gegenpressing is, if teams can beat the counter of the counter, then they're exposed. So if you look at the goals that Liverpool conceded, that Barcelona back in the Pep days conceded, that Borussia Dortmund under Klopp conceded, it's because teams managed to counter the press and it left the opposition team exposed. Now Liverpool this season, they've pressed less, but actually they've been smarter in their press. So actually they've still pressed hard, they still commit the players, but it's smarter in the sense that they don't have as much exposure behind them. Okay, but they've got the players to do that. They've got ridiculous forwards that are all over the place. They've got midfielders who are all over the place. It's a phenomenal team. But this is why there's 2 different sides of it. You've got Gegenpressing, which is high risk but high reward because we can win it high. We can score it high, make opposition panic in defence. But then there's risk to lose it and to have the gaps behind us. But then there's the compact bit where there's no gaps behind us, but we're saying to the opposition, come on, face us. So this is what we're doing. We're weighing up the options and seeing what we've got. Okay? Commit players here. This is what Gegenpress is all about. Commit the players, win the ball back as high as we can, and then try and knock it back to us. Yeah? Cool.
Yeah.
Ready? I want clear talking as well. Clear instruction. Go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, ball back to me. Back to your teams. Go! Oh, play. 1, 2, 3, 4. You want it. Keep playing. And back to me. Back to your teams. Bit manic, innit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ball's out of play. Ball's out of play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, I'll give the point to the greens because they just made it. 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, Musty, quicker on the ball. Go! Ah, that's fine, that's fine. Look back. Not back, I'll take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, keep going. Bring it back if you can. Keep it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's out of play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's out of play. 4-3 to greens. Not many players committed from the non-bims there.
Yep, let's go.
1, 2, 3. Out of play. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out of play.
There's no options, non-bits, man.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In you come. Has everyone noticed what happens when I play the ball in?
They just run. Everyone like runs for it.
Everyone wants the ball, yeah. Well, what happens with the team that are in possession? They panic. They're not set, they're not composed. But what happens? What's their immediate? So I've played a few different balls into both teams. But what's their first pass when they get it? Drop back. Their first pass is just drop it back to the players pretty much on the line. And the last 3 times here, we've won the ball and it's gone over the line. Okay, now that's the highest up the pitch you can win that ball. There is no further. You either score or it's a goal kick or it's a corner. I'll take any of the 3. Okay, if we can bring this into games, into match situations, if you can win the ball as high up at the pitch, if you can make the opposition panic and not want to play it forward, and make them play it backwards, continue the gegenpress, continue the pressure on the team, and then you panic the players that are generally less comfortable on the ball. If you look at the teams we've played against, usually you get this standard Sunday league practice. The tricky players are the wingers. The guy with the cool heads in the centre mids. The weaker players are probably the fullbacks. And you've got the big fat bastard in goal.
Who's our fullbacks?
Huh? We're different, Panizan. We're different. And you're saying you're the guy with the cool head, Mr. Headbutt. But if you look at teams at this level, this is generally what the case is. Okay, so if we can put pressure on the defenders and the players that are generally not comfortable on the ball, because if you do look at the players, you've got a few other players that are not comfortable on the ball. Like that we play against other teams, like FC Shibu Sunday. They've got quite a few players that were at AFC Heathrow, and their centre backs were not comfortable on the ball, but their centre mids and their strikers were. If we can get them to play it back to them and press them, make them panic, they've got a better chance of winning the ball scoring. So keep the pressure up, keep trying to force them backwards. The more we force them backwards, the better chance we have of scoring. Okay? Back out. Do it 5 minutes, and we'll get into a bit of game.
Yeah, but if you like team in possession, right? If you want to play it back, that's what the team in possession wants, to drag them out and play through.
In a way, this is where the risk is. So this is where we are exposing ourselves behind. Because if you get a team that are very, very good at playing out from the back and can compose at the back, then they may be able to split us up. But if our gegenpress is so good, we can can probably win it at one of the defenders or one of the fullbacks, and we can win the ball there, and then we're attacking. Instead of we're playing against the two other centre backs and keeper, instead of winning it in our half and then playing against the centre mids and the full back four. If we can make them play it back, I'd rather that. Keep the pressure up, because I'm confident that we can press as a team, win that ball higher up.
Right.
We've got pace across the board.
I'm talking about where we are in possession.
When we're in possession, yeah, but
And then go through
why do we drag a team out?
to bring them out.
But why would we have to bring them out?
To leave a gap.
Why would we continue to gap them up? What are they doing that makes us have to drag them out?
They're sitting back.
They're sitting back. So generally, if we're playing it back to our defenders without any pressure, it's because they're playing it low. We're trying to tempt them. And then, like the team was saying, so we tempt them out and then we try and break them up. So we're competing against a team that play a high pressing game. We're probably work it out. And actually, we saw teams last year that refused to, like Wyson West 5-1.
They wouldn't press us.
They refused to press us because they knew that we were comfortable just play through them.
Right.
Which is perfect, exactly what we want. That's how we want to play. Okay? But other teams aren't as technically proficient as we are. Go! 1, 2, 3. Bah. Yep. Go! Ah, poor from me. Sorry, knock it back. That's my... I apologise. Play!
Why bring it back? Yeah. I stepped on my fucking foot.
Back to me. Ali, where's your shin pads? Go on.
Man down, boys.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Good ball. Unlucky there. Back to me. That's 1 point each there. Because you played it back to them. You gave them their objective. Oscar, where's your shin pads? It happens again, you're not playing. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoa. Yep. One, yep. 2, 3, 4. Nice ball. 5, 6. Good. 1 point. 1, 2. Play it back. Good. Another point. 6-5. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Good play. 1, 2. Ah, ball to me. Nav, 2 minutes. You guys have been with Nav too much doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well done. Point year green. 1. Oh. Last few. Yep. One, 2, 3, 4. Good flow, good pass. The 7-5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, how it goes. Play. 1. Ah, back to me. Last one. After you little cheat, get back in your half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play it back. Good. Didn't get back. Well challenged. Good control. It's a point on Bibs. Get it back. Lovely. Control it. Good. Save 5. Keep it in. Keep it in. Keep it in. 1, 2. Play. 3, 4. Play back. Play back. Keep going. Play back. Right, gents. Hold it there. Hold it there. Grab the cones. Grab the pancakes. Come into me quickly.
What a tackle!
Grab the cones. Grab the pancakes. Come into me. Hurry up.
So lucky he doesn't need shimp test.
What's he saying?
I think we're doing a ship pad test, you know.
I think we are doing a
think
ship
we
pad
are.
test. I think we should spring it on them as a
Yeah, you know
surprise.
what? Let's do it tonight, you know.
Yeah, we could do it tonight, to be fair.
I'm feeling some good swinging action.
I feel we could do a ship pad test.
Oh, yeah.
Really.
Nav!
Yeah. Get
Oh,
that
yeah.
treat.
Happy days.
Now we've got a treat for you.
What's happening?
No worries. Shimpad test. No, stay here.
No,
No, you can stay here. Stay here. You can stay here. Stay, Sammy, Santi, stay here.
Santi!
We'll do the back of your legs if that happens. Me and Danny were just saying we haven't had a shin pad test in a while.
I'm itching for one.
Oscar's first.
Hey, touch me.
Oscar's first. No, Mustafa's gone.
I know, bro.
Almost Danny there.
Oh, here we go.
You don't have any shin pads. You should be playing it, shouldn't you?
I've got a
shouldn't be
spare if you
playing.
need. I've got a spare.
You 15 days, you went cardboard.
Oh, no.
That's all about it.
Thanks, man.
Oh, Santi, I like it.
Now, gents, on a separate note, what we just, as in what happened? Well, the shin pad test, obviously the shin pad test. We know what the shin pad test is, but that could happen in the game. That could very easily happen in training. Very, very easily. Someone could just come in, just miss the ball, and Princeton had it. Very, very easily. And we all saw what happened to Andre Gomez. Just one little clip and one bad.
Sunny.
And he was wearing shin pads with ankle protectors as well. Now imagine if he wasn't wearing shin pads.
He couldn't play.
Huh?
He couldn't play.
He couldn't play.
Good one, huh?
We train how we play with shin pads all the time. Okay, yeah, from the moment you get here, your shin pads should be on. I know they're not the nicest thing in the world, but this is football. It's part of the football equipment. It's part of the football gear. You wouldn't play without boots. You wouldn't play without your shorts. Keepers wouldn't play without gloves. Let's not forget shin pads as well, okay? Now, Alex asked a good question, which I probably should have brought up with everyone else. He was saying, as a team, what we want to do is we want to try and play it back. We want to try and play backwards to coax the opposition out. Yes, we do, but why would we want to coax the opposition out? Not him.
Make space.
False mistake.
What would cause us to want to play them out? What would cause us to want to try and play it backwards and bring them out of
Opposition.
huh?
He opens spaces.
Open spaces, but why would we need to open spaces?
Play the true ball.
Because they're playing a low block.
There we go.
Second man, football knowledge.
The reason that we play it backwards is to try and coax them out is because they're playing a low block. Now, a team playing a low block is a team that's playing a compact way of dealing with the transition. They lose the ball, they reshape, they stop the counter. Okay, so when it comes to the pressing, we're not worried about them attacking us and pressing us because really we're comfortable with our feet, and I'm comfortable in you guys to play the ball out from the back. Now, it's not going to happen every time. There'll be times we make mistakes. And if we watch the footage back, I think there was a couple of times we got caught out from the man who actually scored the winner. He got caught out, but in other games, he's done the exact same thing and actually played out from the back and created a chance. Risk and reward. Okay, so we want to play a little bit of a risky game, but we get a lot of reward from it. Now, we want to play the high pressing game, the Geggenpressing game, because we know that opposition teams, their centre-backs won't be as comfortable. We know that if we make them panic, if we make them press them, we'll have a situation like what happened on Saturday with Alex. We're going to press them hard, we'll win the ball back, and then we've got a chance to score. That's what we want. Yeah? Good. What I need is you guys to have a drink, and pancakes into me, and then we get to a game. Yellows here, non-bibs here.
Non-bibs here.
Go over there, man. Sure, what size are you on?
Abdul.
Boys, quicker you
It's a 7v8. Non-bibs, you're going to play a 2-3-1. Bibs, you're going to play a 2-4-1. Okay, I'll let you sort your teams out in a second. We've got... I don't care who goes where, you can sort it out in a second. We've got 3 zones of the pitch. We've got a centre zone that we're in here. We've got 1 zone over there, 1 zone over there. With this, whichever zone you win it in, the higher up you win it and score, the more points you get. So if yellow's you're down here, if you win it in that zone there and go off that end and score, you get 1 goal. You win it here, you score, you get 2. You win it in that final zone there and you score, you get 3 goals. Okay, same with the non-bibs. You win it there and score in that goal, 1 here, in that goal 2, that final zone, in that goal 3.
So we're not
Okay.
using this goal.
I'm not using that goal for now. I'm sorry. If it wasn't chained up, we'd probably use it, but I want to use the 3 zones for now. Okay? Set up. Ball to me.
You go. What is that? Is it 2? Listen.
What have I just explained? Here we are. What have I just explained?
Oh, is that?
There we go. There we go. I want to see the Gegenpress. I want to see you press intensely. Jose, ball. Huh? Can you run down the wing?
Like, because you know I have 3 sections.
Yeah. What does the 3 sections indicate, Abdu? Yeah. And what's the only restriction I've got?
So win it back in the areas before you score.
There's no restriction really.
Oh, is it?
It's a normal game. Just the higher you win it up, the more points you score. Huh? Are we ready? Go! Yeah, you can move wherever. Yeah, that's all it is. There's no restriction. Just the higher up we win it, the more you score. Go kick!
Why not get so deep here?
No
Just inviting them, isn't they?
Yeah. Yeah, completely. I forgot this is the team that was screaming at each other last week. I'll play there.
Yeah, they're doing well. It's just very deep. Very deep. They're setting up right.
Good goal! 3-0!
That's it. Ricardo, you're going to have Ricardo, weren't you?
You know what? I'd be tempted to try and get them to figure that one out.
Why are they
I'll
playing
see.
so
I'll see. I'll
so deep?
I'll see how it goes.
You've
We'll
only
see.
got Ali here by himself.
Yeah, they've literally there.
They need to. I feel like this is something that they need to kind of figure out. It's very tempting. The thing is, the fullbacks or the wide players have to be a lot higher.
A lot higher, yeah. As in the fullbacks don't
They should be. They should
the
be
fullbacks.
here,
The fullbacks are on the line, really. They're on the line of the goal line. But look there. You got 4 players on one line there.
That's the problem. What did Torab say? Risky, but what?
Risk and reward.
This is more risk because they're not going up.
Well, it's a lot of risk, but the trouble is they're doing the risk the wrong way. There's very heavy risk and there's very little reward.
They're just making it nice. Well, they're making it easy for the other team to come and press them because they're all compact.
Whereas look where Oscar is now.
Yeah, I mean, yellows are the complete opposite, aren't they? Really, they're expansive.
Body. Come back.
But even then, the centre backs are still very deep. Yeah. Really, if we can be up halfway, the penalty spot's halfway though.
Realistically,
Anything an alley.
exactly. The ball. We want to be able to play the ball mainly in the middle. That's where most of the possession should be. Not. Yeah.
Because actually, the fact they're so deep makes it harder for them to press.
Yeah, because
There's such a distance to run.
they're not squeezing the pitch. They're
Now look.
squeezing
Now
the pitch.
it's the other way around.
But this is what we spoke about during the session. They're almost being forced to be deep because they feel so pressured. They feel under such intense pressure.
No foul.
Free kick.
No foul. Come on, Ali. That's cheap. No, none of those, Ali. None of those. If he beats you, he beats you. Again.
4-0.
Midfielder on top of the defender.
Ali, if he goes past you like that, don't foul. You know what you do? You beat him and you go in front of him. Don't give away any shitty fouls, man.
Corner ball.
I think this is you stop it and you get them to have a little talk.
So they
chat.
understand.
Do that.
If you've got
Next time Noah has it.
Because I'd be interested to see if they can figure it out. Or if you want, I can record it. And then show it to them.
Ricardo.
On the phone.
I'll record it for 10 seconds. And show it to them. Tell the other team to have a drink break. See if they can spot it.
Fair, can do.
Tell him exactly where you want it.
If you want me to do that, I'm happy to do it.
Go on. The next time Noah gets it, go.
What's the formation for them?
Non-bibs are 2-3-1. The bibs are 2-4-2 or 2-4-1. Sorry.
And they've got every player in there.
This is just turned into a game.
Well, to be fair, it is a game, but
No,
what they're trying to figure out is how to deal with the press. So yellow's doing very well in their press. Well played.
You're going.
That's well played, though.
That's very well played. Very well played.
Done well to get out of that.
Corner ball.
Put my phone away.
They did very well. They did very well to get out.
But it needs to be consistent now.
Yeah.
Having a one-off is great, but it needs to happen now.
Well,
over and
let's
over again.
give it a couple of chances because it may be that they're suddenly
Yeah, maybe they're
clicking.
clicking.
They might be
Got it
clicking.
now.
Yeah. Just the thing, it's easy for us to just go into every mistake.
Great ball.
But actually, it'd be more beneficial for them to work out for themselves. Look, now Santi's high, Ali's high. Yeah, there we go. Waz is high. Look, now they're playing out better. Play on. But now the non-bids stop pressing. Ali should be pressing. Ali should be pressing. What's happening now is the ball's being won in the defensive third a lot because I think the pressing, like Ali should be pressing, Santi should be pressing, Turab should be much higher than that. In you come! In you come! There's the beauty of
That one was.
Are we done?
that was more recovery. Yeah. No. How are we finding it?
It's too easy for them.
For us,
Whoa! It's too easy for who?
For Bibs.
Why?
No, because our starting position is much higher than the other teams.
Ah,
Our starting position.
your starting position. And what's the starting position from the non-bibs? Where's your defensive line?
They're in the second area. They're in the middle of the pitch. They're high up, and then they're just keeping us back. And none of our forwards or midfielders are making.
What's that making you guys do that?
It's making us stay back, low block.
So we were chatting about it on the side, and actually what's happening is even from the goal kick,
Even when we have the ball, they're high up. We can't. There's no.
even from the goal kick, the Bibs press was very good in the fact you're forcing them up, but then you guys weren't reacting to it as well as you could have done. You were giving in to the Geggenpress. You're letting them pressure you. You weren't feeling as comfortable, so you dropped players back in. Then you had 4 players pretty much in line with Noah. So including Noah, you had 5 players on that back line over there. It's sort of in that area where the edge of this 18-yard box is in behind. You have 4 or 5 players. They had Ali all the way up here on his own. Now, from the pressing standpoint, from the Bibs, fantastic, brilliant. You're doing your job brilliantly. From an attacking standpoint, from the non-Bibs, okay, what you need to do is trust yourselves a little bit more and focus and have Ricardo a little bit higher up, have Santi a little bit higher up, have whoever's the centre mid to hop in the centre. Was it Waz? Hop in the centre mid and be that man who just gets the ball and takes the ball, and look to pass it around the press. Because actually playing the deep line, playing a very, very deep line makes it easier for these guys to press and win the ball back. Because they're pushing you, they're squeezing you, they're making the space very, very tight for you to play it in. Which means you can't play it out, they win the ball high up, and then they go and score. Okay, so from an in possession standpoint, trust yourselves a little bit, get that ball moving, have the wingers push a little bit higher up, so that when that ball does go through, you catch them on the counter. And you expose their Gegenpress. Because you're giving in too easy. Okay, and the press from you guys, from the non-Bibs, hasn't been as efficient as these guys. They've been able to play it back to Jose, back to Shamake, back to Fied, and then play it out. Okay, and we're seeing a little bit more walking from you guys. Greens, very good. That's why you're 4-5-0 up. 6-0 up, I think, with that last goal. Non-Bibs, a little bit more work. A little bit more work in the press, a little bit more work in possession. Understood?
Yeah.
Get back to
Can we
it.
switch goals?
Yeah, you want to switch goals? Yeah, no, head over that.
It's good.
10 minutes. No. What? No, you have to wear shin pads. That's a you problem, not a me problem. Play from there, Noah. Play from there. Play from there. Go. Good, Ricardo. Well done. Ricardo, good again. Ricardo, spot on. Brilliant.
Good, Alex.
Keep play, keep play, keep play. Now press it, now press it, now press it. Good man. And it's your ball if it goes. Still on, still on. Play on, play on, play on. Good man. Look at that, look at that. Can they get two back? Goal kick, unlucky. Ali, Ali, much better, well done. Good. 6-3, 6-3. From the floor, from the floor, from the floor.
The tables have just turned.
I know, it's
Literally. Now it's the opposite side doing this.
The non-bibs press is very, very good, and the bibs are struggling with it. Nice feet. Good ball. Oh! Zach, grab another ball.
Well played. Good play. Ali, get up.
That's fine, that's fine. You'll get after, you get after. That's fine, don't worry about it.
Mustafa, Musty, stretch him. Go, go, go. Take him away. Oscar!
Go kick.
Musty, don't stay close to him. Don't stay close to him. Yeah? There you go.
So go kick. Play, 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 play. See, the one time the front three didn't press, now the non-bibs, now the bibs have come out. The one time. Hold it there, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. First of Oscar, you okay? Now, for the last 5 minutes, the press from the non-bibs has been fantastic. But the one time they didn't press, we played it through and we grabbed the goal from the bibs. Keep the pressure up. Non-bibs has been good so far. Keep it up. Keep the press up. Work. You got Alex down there. Work with Alex. Work with Alex. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. He's won it. He's won it. Good block. Good save. You covered that.
I like the idea. I like the idea.
Keep the press, keep the press, keep the press, keep the press. Make him panic. Make him panic. Play on!
Torab. Where's his press, guys? Numbers, where's the press?
Yeah.
They're finished. Thing is, on Saturday, we're going to have to manage when we press. Because they're not going to be able to do it for 90 minutes. They've been doing it for an hour. No. I think the one key thing we do press is when they play that pass backwards. That's one thing we do press hard on.
Do you get a player to call it?
I was going to say, do we change the line of engagement?
Huh?
Do we change the line of engagement?